Please welcome Director of the Bloomberg American Health Initiative, Joshua Sharfstein, and Deputy Director of the Bloomberg American Health Initiative, Michelle Spencer.
Hey, good morning. No. Hey, good morning. Let's hear it for the Baltimore Urban Inspiration Choir. Josh, do you remember our very first Bloomberg American Health Summit?
The one in the dusty old schoolhouse, we could barely count the number of attendees on two hands.
That never happened.
Okay. The one where all we had for graphics was one whiteboard and two kind of half-used markers, and I played the violin for entertainment.
Ha, you played the violin for inspiration? Nope.
All right, the one where we could only imagine having a network of hundreds of fellows and organizations working to bring public health to some tough problems around the country?
Yes, that one. Look around. We now have 329 fellows from 42 states and the District of Columbia and 2 territories.
Yeah. And they clap so politely.
Yeah. Let me say it again. We now have 329 fellows from 42 states and the District of Columbia and 2 territories. Woohoo! Josh, did you ever stop to ask yourself how the initiative has grown?
How has the initiative grown? Is this a trick question involving sophists?
One connection at a time, Josh, one connection at a time.
I see, like, our original partners introduce us to new partners, and then our new partners become old partners, and then we have new partners.
You got it. Yeah, you got it. It's great when our fellows thrive in their classes. It's even better when they meet up and when they team up with each other and with our staff and with our faculties and again with each other.
Which brings us to this summit here in Baltimore, Maryland, and our theme of connection.
Today, we'll hear from policymakers, federal, state, and local officials. We'll hear from authors and journalists, and from a diversity of leaders within our own network of practice collaboration organizations.
We want you to be sure to meet people from different states, different focus areas, different perspectives. You should talk about opportunities to work together.
And we want you to spread the word, to create new connections with others that are not in the room.
There's only some way to spread the word.
Before we go any further, we have some acknowledgments and thank yous.
As we gather from places across the country, we honor and recognize the indigenous people of our homelands. We humbly acknowledge that Johns Hopkins University is located on the traditional and contemporary homelands of indigenous peoples, including the unceded lands of the Piscataway and Susquehannock peoples.
We recognize the enduring presence of more than 7,000 indigenous peoples in Baltimore City, including Piscataway, Lumbee, and the Eastern Band of Cherokee community members.
Together, we acknowledge the history of genocide and ongoing systemic and health inequities while respecting treaties made on this territory as a step toward reconciliation and strengthening relationships and partnerships with indigenous peoples and their communities.
We give thanks to the past, present, and future stewards of this land, and respect all tribal nation sovereignty and right to self-determination. We aim to hold ourselves and the university community accountable to all tribal nations.
And at the Bloomberg American Health Initiative, we're proud of our strong partnership with the Center for Indigenous Health, which has led to more than a dozen projects across the country and more to come.
Now to some thank yous, starting with Dean Ellen McKenzie of the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health, and extending to other deans and chairs, faculty, staff, and students.
Now, believe it or not, this event does not come together spontaneously. So hard to imagine, I guess. But we really appreciate the teams at Production Glue, the Baltimore Marriott Waterfront Hotel, and Subject Matter, as well as this incredible staff of the Bloomberg American Health Initiative, including our, looking for a superlative here that captures it, it's hard.
Of course.
Extraordinary Administrator Akola Francis, and our phenomenal producer, Shannon Jones.
And thank you to Bloomberg Philanthropies. We are so grateful to Patty Harris, Kelly Henning, Allie Jeffrin, Jessica Layton.
She gets two
Jessica
mentions.
Layton.
Yeah, okay, she
Okay,
gets
three.
two mentions.
Cindy Tom, Jess Valet, and Veronica Lewin.
Wait a second, is there someone from Bloomberg Philanthropies we might be leaving out? Maybe. Well, we thank Mike Bloomberg for making it all possible. Let's hear from him now.